I will squeeze through.
Please do. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope you can perceive my voice. I hope we are live on Steam. Hello. As usual, there's some mild chaos immediately before things. You can see the microphone, which ruins the illusion or something. Yep. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting things set up here. And my esteemed colleague is attempting to get past a number of chairs to join us.
The problem is all of the chairs have wires on.
Ah, yes. Are you able to
yes,
to join us?
So. I don't know if I'm visible, but I'm here.
Now just shutting down all the various things like Discord that desperately want to run in the background, even if you tell them repeatedly that they absolutely have no business running in the background, and yet they do it anyway. Okay, yes, so that's Ray.
Good evening, everybody. It's Zokonan's birthday!
Hello, yes.
Happy birthday, Zokonan!
Yay, thank you. Yes, it is in fact my birthday. So, as with most of you, I would imagine, I'm currently stuck at home doing quarantine stuff, which means, of course, I didn't really get to do a birthday party. I actually really like doing birthday parties, but yeah, that wasn't really going to happen. So instead, we are doing a streaming type thing. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, so the plan is basically we're going to stream for about an hour. We'll hopefully entertain you a bit. We'll do a bunch of different things. So on the Airships Discord, I asked people to submit some questions that they will ask us.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Just you.
Just me. Just me, not the Vampire side, just me. And yeah, there will also be key giveaways of Airships and a bunch of other games by friends of mine. And yeah, we'll just kind of generally talk a bit about the game and about things. And I hope to be able to monitor the chat of the game. This is a little bit easier because I won't actually be playing the game today, so I don't need my screen for that. Oh yes, here's the chat. People are saying happy birthday. Thank you.
Yay.
That's really nice. It's really confusing to watch my face delayed by about 6 seconds. That's incredibly disconcerting. Help. Well, can I like maximize the chat? No. Okay. So yes. Hi. So yeah, I'm the developer of Airships Conquer the Skies. This game you are currently on the page of. And yeah, it's my birthday, as I said, and so I'm doing this event. Games also off by, I think, 30%. Yes, 30% for a week as a kind of additional birthday present to people. It's kind of flipped around. I like giving presents. So, there you go. Yeah. And yeah, if you have other questions that spontaneously come to you while you're watching the stream, feel free to just post them in the chat. You should be able to see that. We'll look at that at least occasionally, if not constantly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna. I didn't really make a very coherent plan for this whole thing. The birthday messages continue to come in, and I'm still very happy to receive them all. It's actually been really nice. We did like a channel on Discord, which you should join, by the way. Let me just do a cross-marketing exercise here, where I find the link to the Discord and post it in the Steam chat. Or in fact, I can even, I realize, we have this technology, so look a bit half-assed for a moment. I can even add some text. And then I can maybe make it a bit smaller. That'd be good. Like, yeah, like that maybe. Mm-hmm. And add some of that delicious background. Oh no, outline text. I mean, that's great. We like outline. very beautiful. That didn't do the right thing, but hey. Oh, because the outline color is the same as the background color. That's helpful. There, that's got an outline. Hideous outline. Awesome. Bigger. Yes, you see, you can see me doing graphic design in real time.
Graphic design is his passion.
Absolutely. No, it's not. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We like ourselves some graphic design. Okay, yeah, so that's the Discord link, which you can totally turn up to. And I'm not sure if the stream is still going. Okay, yeah, it's going. Yes, good. Awesome. I haven't done this for like a while, so I haven't done this on this computer yet. The old computer died when I I was trying to make a drink. And the drink in the recipe said that it consisted that you should take a bunch of honey and a bunch of ice and shake them together in a cocktail shaker. This doesn't work because you see, it turns out that honey, when you get it cold, it just turns into this lump. Yeah, so much for that. And so yeah, eventually the lump of honey just sort of hit the top of the cocktail shaker and caused it to spring wide open, showering my old laptop in a mixture of like
honey, lime juice,
and some kind of spirits. Anyway, that was kind of the end of that laptop, and so I had to spontaneously switch to this new one, which caused a large amount of screaming.
He's not exaggerating. It was a lot of screaming.
Yeah. So yeah, Numa says on the thing, on the chat, imagine the first person who joins the Discord saying, my dad played this game. So yeah, I've already had someone like half a year ago saying like, oh, I remember this game from when I was a kid. It was great. Because like, I started working on this in, God, what was it, 2013, so that was 7 years ago. So yeah, of course, there's now people running around being all grown up and stuff. And now, you know, they were kids when it happened. And yeah, eventually we're going to get second generation Airships players, which will be terrifying.
But they'll be great. They'll be like Airships natives.
Yeah, they will be. They'll just demolish you. They'll just like make these perfectly crafted ships and wipe you off the table.
All the hotkeys just wired into their fingers.
Yes. Yes. That's really what I'm aiming for here.
Yep.
Yes.
Generational domination.
Yeah, totally. It's a long game. Yes. Yeah. So I would suggest the idea with the random key giveaway is basically we have a stack of keys to give away for various games, and it's sort of random intervals. Ray will hold up a key. They are all Steam keys. It's all like on pictures, so people can't just copy paste things. And yeah, basically, if you see the key, we'll hold it up for a while, and if you want it, if you want a game, just, you know, go into Steam and use the key now. Yeah. And yeah, we have a bunch of keys for different games. Please do only actually, you know, use the key if you actually want to play the game and not just in a kind of moment. There's quite a few, so don't worry about it if you miss it.
Yep.
Okay. So Ray, please pick a game.
Does it matter which one?
No, just pick a random one. I'll briefly mention it. It helps if I know what it is. I guess I'll see in a moment. Yeah, so this game, I don't really know what this game is all about.
I can't quite see if I'm in the picture or
I
not.
think you're probably in the picture. That's the incredible amount of delay that we're working with here. But eventually it should actually show up on the screen. Yes. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think you can probably read that. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, this is a key for Airships Conquer the Skies, the game whose page you're currently looking at. So if you're on this page looking at this stream right now because you were lured here by the discount, then in fact here's a bigger discount. Quick, grab the key. So yeah, I'm just going to make Ray hold this up for a little while so someone can actually get it, and then we'll carry on. Yeah, so yeah, in terms of YouTube videos, Lathrix made a really good video of it. Stuff Plus, I think, was possibly the first YouTuber. Not sure. He was certainly one of the first YouTubers who actually made videos of the game. And he was really the one. Yeah, I think you can put it down now. Awesome. Yeah, he was really the one who popularized the game, I think. I think at the time it was still only on itch.io, it wasn't on Steam. And I was selling I was occasionally selling an entire copy. And, I had this kind of small number of people who liked it. And then he made a video of it, and it really just exploded. And huge numbers of people, like he made one video, and like the same day, like 100 people bought the game because it was just so like bang. And yeah, so he's been incredibly good for the game, and other YouTubers as well, like Laughlix, and other people whose names I'm losing right now, Fraz, for example. So that's been really nice. I can't remember if Laughlix acquired the key from me or if he bought it himself. In my experience, like I do quite a lot of sending Steam keys to people, or there's like the key mailer where people can request it and so on. And in my experience, generally what happens is that I send emails with keys to people, and they never reply to me, they never feature the game. And then completely other YouTubers find the game by themselves and start making videos about it. So if you were a game developer, YouTube's great to get visibility, but
So, for everyone else on the other channels, we've seemed to have lost the Steam stream, and everyone in the chat is pressing F to pay respects.
Actually, it was only on the Steam channel. I didn't set up the other stuff.
Ah, okay.
But this is very unhelpful. This is really annoying. Okay, well, I'm going to stop streaming. We're still recording the whole thing, so limit the amount of incredible swear words.
Blistering barnacles.
But yeah, let's stop the stream. Give it a moment to merd itself.
And you can't even chat, right?
It seems to be having some issues with that as well, yeah. But at least it understands that that's the broadcast.
Yep.
So that's nice. Okay. Let's start streaming again. Okay, so maybe welcome back. The stream cut out for us, like for all of you, I think. It was still sending stuff. We still had internet. Steam just decided to no longer show the stream, which is great. Thanks, Steam.
We were censored.
We were censored, yes. We were telling the truth about things.
Video games.
Video games, yes.
Yes.
So that was basically the problem. But now we might be back. We have no way of telling. But theoretically speaking, we're live.
Yep.
Theoretically speking. Okay,
yes!
Yeah, I think we're live again. Woo-hoo.
Oh, hooray!
Yes, okay. Yes. So I think this calls for a drink.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is like the unofficial drink of the game. I'm not actually sponsored by them. I should really try to be sponsored by them.
Yeah, we just really like it.
I also have no idea if... Are you allowed to drink on... I don't know.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to be swearing.
No. Well,
I've been really very good.
Fuck this.
Fuck this shit. Thank you, Captain. We had a cat, but the cat's gone. He doesn't approve of alcohol.
No, he's very puritanical. Yeah, I know that with... okay, there's a stuttering in the stream. Let me just see if I can change something about the encoding. Maybe we can make it less fancy.
Wow, live.
Yeah, live. That would be fun.
I'm looking forward to be less fancy.
Okay, I turned down the way the encoding quality, so maybe it's a bit smoother now.
Okay.
Woo! Wait, we made 100 viewers. I think this calls for an exciting celebration of another key to give away.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do another. Yeah, okay, let's do that one. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so here's another Steam key for you peeps. This one is for Stellar Commanders, which is a game about blowing each other up with nuclear weapons, so it's very morally upstanding. It's made by some good friends of mine at Blindflug Studios here in Zurich. It's a multiplayer game as well, so you can blow each other up with nuclear weapons together. It's beautiful. And
it's a community thing.
It's a community thing, yeah. And if you want to play it, just copy down that Steam key. While they're still holding it up, eventually their arms will get tired and then they'll drop it.
Yep.
And then, yeah, just paste that into Steam and you can get the game. And so we'll be doing Steam key giveaways throughout the stream today.
Oh, someone says, what the heck is that O with a dash? It's a 0.
Yeah, it's a 0 to distinguish it from an O.
The thing is, there are also Q's in this code, so I apologize if my handwriting is too confusing.
Yeah, that's part of the game. It's like part of the difficulty curve of this whole thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you don't know how to redeem a key on Steam, if you actually go into your Steam client, it's one of the menu items there. I'm just going to open up my own Steam client. Okay, well, I think you can put it down.
Cheers, guys.
Whoop. Now it's time to drink more.
I need fuel for my arms.
Mm-hmm,
my robot arms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you go into the Steam client, you go into the menu, into the games menu, and then you select activate a product on Steam. And then you paste in that code and ta-da, you get the game. Or you don't get the game because someone else has already done that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're having problems with the stream, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So another thing that we did was that I solicited people on the Discord, link to the Discord is in the top left, for questions to ask me about life, the universe, the game and everything. I basically just pasted them in and gave them to Ray. I didn't really do any
quality control.
Do any quality control, so this is really totally mailbag. So, you know, if in doubt, I'll just refuse to answer if it's something weird.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna read what's here, basically. Zark, tell me when you're done answering questions.
Well, I need a break. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the first ones are just a bunch of keywords, but this one sounds like fun. Tell me about Airships spin-off games.
Yeah, so this was something I've been thinking about. Came up a bunch of times. It's like, you know, could you do kind of spin-off games from Airships? I kind of want to do like tiny mini games that are set in the same universe. I think it would be fun to have like a dungeon crawling game, something a bit like Darkest Dungeon, where you like go and fight against all these monsters like at a smaller level, like investigate a crashed beehive or something. Or I could imagine like a kind of a. I think there's this trend now apparently where there's novelizations of games as well. So I think I could be kind of entertaining. I'm imagining the novelization of Airships being kind of intentionally terrible, sort of a hack and slash body slipper kind of thing with exploding airships and sighing maidens and fights against tentacles and all that kind of thing, you know. Which reminds me, I'm still waiting for someone to finally take the fall and write some fan fiction for the game and put it up on Archive of Our Own, because I want that to be in there. I want there to be an Archive of Our Own entry for Airships.
Yes. Okay, so you know your challenge to do Zark right for his birthday. Write some fanfic. I'm going to skip on. Here's a question from Lusso. Do you plan on adding more monsters, particularly water-based ones?
Yes, I guess this ties sort of into the whole question of updates, which I think was another question of what's the word? DLC expansions, which I think is another question that came up. So I vaguely have this idea that I would like to do 2 expansion packs for the game. One is about actually being able to make water ships that go on water, ships. Ships, ships.
Water ships conquer the ocean.
Yes, water ships down. So yeah. And then obviously you would have water-based monsters, you would have the ability to make water ships, you would be able to make submarines and all these sorts of things. And the other one I would like to do is kind of a heroes and morale one, where you can have captains, you can have mascots, you can do, you can have some more magic. Like there's a little bit of magic in the setting right now. The idea would be that you can optionally add more magic to the game. I know that getting magic into your steampunk is for some people a bit like, 2 flavors are touching and I don't like. So I would like to kind of make that optional, but still. And yeah, as the big thing is that in the game right now, there is water on the main map, and if you have a fight over the water, then you actually get spontaneous island formation where there's land underneath your airships, because there's no water in the combat mode right now. So at least that needs kind of fixing. So I'm kind of back and forth about which of these expansions I should do first. I'm also not sure yet when I'll be doing it. I might also be doing another game project first or something. Well, we'll see. I mean, at the moment, if you've been following the development, I still have a lot of work to do with the Mystical Diplomacy update that will add the ability to make peace with each other and stuff like that, and fight on the same side together and all these sorts of things. So yeah. But yeah, strictly speaking, I love adding monsters. I have a lot of fun adding monsters, and if it was for me, I would just spend all my time adding monsters. But I think people also want other stuff. Okay, now I talked a lot, so I'm going to have some more run.
I'm going to ask you one more question that I will randomly pick, and then I'm going to hold up another key. Okay, so Orang asks a whole bunch of questions and we're not going to get to all of them, so I will just pick, what do you think of the community the game has amassed around itself?
I'm really happy with it. I mean, so the game's been, available in early access for 5-6 years or something, and for a long time you had this thing where people would kind of drip in and, they would talk to each other a little bit on the forums, but then they would kind of wander off again because there was never really a critical mass of people to really kind of build a community. And that really changed when he started the Discord, and now we actually have a community for the game, and it's just been really nice to see, especially yesterday and today, kind of us getting together and kind of talking about the game and I think having fun and so on. And yeah, I think it's a nice community. I think that they're nice people, and it does really make a difference for me in terms of motivation as well. In terms of kind of, feeling like, yeah, okay, these are the people I'm concretely making the game for. That means quite a lot to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so yeah, do you want to hold up another key?
I do. This is for Avorion.
Yes, so this is another friend of mine. They make Avorion, which is a game about building spaceships in 3D instead of airships in 2D. Yeah, so I think they just recently released their 1.0 version, and it's really quite cool. You can make lots of different kind of flying devices and shoot each other with them and so on. And so if you would like a copy of Avorion, just copy down that Steam key, and
which is going to be visible in a second.
Yeah, it's visible now. You always have to the delay. There we go. Yeah, copy down that Steam key and use it to do that. There will be another Avorion key along in a little bit, so don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay, someone got it, I think.
Yeah, cool. So the next
You lot
thing.
are fast.
Yeah, it's just like. Tick, 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 tick. The next thing is, as I said, we did a bunch of things on the Discord to prepare for this. Another thing which I basically always do on my birthday is a birthday honors. So the game has a heraldry system, like a system of coats of arms, which is overly complicated and realistic because it kind of got overly into heraldry when it was making it. And
Can I just say, it makes him a really fun person to go to like castles and cathedrals with, because he can tell you everything that's going on in all the decorations.
yeah, like I recommend heraldry as a hobby because it's like a mixture of history and graphical design, and you can get really judgmental about people's coats of arms, which is fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, one of the things that the game can do is that you can have, so you have like a set of symbols which are called charges in the incomprehensible language of heraldry. It's partially Norman French. And there's a bunch of default charges, but you can also have a custom charge. And like on my birthday, I like to hand out custom charges to people. Well, and it's birthday honors because like the Queen of England does this thing where she like knights people on her birthday, and obviously, you know, I'm basically same level, you know, we're pals.
Yeah.
No megalomania here at all. No.
Maybe on the Queen's part.
Yeah, maybe on the Queen's part. I mean, Lizzie is a bit full of herself. Yeah. So yeah, we did a whole bunch of different things. We did a whole bunch of coats of arms. I think I did about 15 or so, and I picked just 3 of the coats of arms that people made with them, which I want to show you. So I have to press buttons now, which is always dangerous. Boop. Yeah, now we're invisible. So yeah, there was some mention in the chat about halberds. So Urang got this one. So it's very classic crossed halberds, white stripe, red background, very nice.
Pretty.
Yeah, very traditional. I approve. Of a slightly less traditional flavor is this delightful Space Invader. the very classic heraldic animal, of course, like the bear and the wolf and the lion and the dragon, and you have the Space Invader.
Would you say the Space Invader is rampant or passant or something else?
Oh, that's a very good question, yeah. I don't think it's any of this. It's like addorsed.
Addorsed.
It's addorsed because it's facing us.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, heraldry is wonderfully daft. It has its own, as I said, its own specialized language based on like Norman French and gibberish. And then the final one was by Johnnyman, who wanted a bear. And we had to go through a number of iterations there because originally the bear was kind of very cute. And so we workshopped it a while in the Discord. People posted various versions until we eventually ended up with this version, which, you know, looks at least reasonably kind of fierce and not just like a cute teddy bear, which is what we ended up with originally. If you like the weird and wonderful world of heraldry, you should totally get this game. Advertising. Okay, our faces are back. Let's do another key.
It's airships, just in case you're like interested in the game now because of the heraldry.
Yeah. So yes, this is your chance. You can have the game with the most authentic heraldry system, as far as I know, just by typing these letters into your magical game machine. That last thing is a J.
Thank you. Handwriting is hard.
Oh yeah, and someone asked, yes, we are recording this travesty, and we will be uploading it to YouTube, so you can actually watch this later as well if you like. Assuming the recording works. I mean, who knows? It's computers. Cool.
Yep, I'm gonna say that's probably been up there enough.
Yeah, gonna drink some water.
It's really hot here, and we're wearing these deck coats. May I have some water as well? Thank you.
Yeah, like the next game I'm making is going to be about nudists or something. Because, like, seriously, like I was like, yeah, let's make this game about like being on airships and like have these authentic uniforms and like, yeah, these are deck coats. They're like there for not freezing to death when you're like in a storm. So, yeah, and they're really quite hot. I mean, I think it's like 20 degrees outside anyway. So, yeah, we're slowly melting. So I think eventually there'll be a mild striptease section where we get rid of our deck coats. I'm also noting that, at least for us, the stream is cutting out again, which I'm not liking. But hopefully it's behaving itself.
We're just going to keep talking.
Yeah, we're just going to keep talking.
What do you want to do next, Captain?
I'm going to take off some clothes.
Ha!
Yes. So yeah, I mean, as I said, like it's this whole question, you know, that on Twitch, like you're, not allowed to like get naked and so on, and other things. I'm not really sure if Valve had like gotten around to having official rules about what's allowed or not.
It's loading for us. Don't know if anyone else is. Aha. Yeah, at least you'll look good as you get heat stroke.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we are again unsure if the stream is still working.
Yeah, David doesn't want to take his clothes off if nobody's looking.
Yeah, no, that would be boring. I have to indulge my exhibitionist streak.
Well, we're indulging.
Yeah. And yeah, the cool thing is that, you know, this is like outtakes. So like if the stream is broken again, you're just going to have to watch a YouTube video later to get these bits too.
Yep. It's behind the scenes. Whew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really not very clear, is it?
No. David.
Yes.
Zarkonen. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm not very much on stream or Twitch. What is GUG? Help me here.
GUG is the name of a city in the game.
Oh!
It's just the name of the city in the game. It's somehow people seized onto the name of it as funny, and so there's a lot of talk about GUG. I think it's actually got the name from a Lovecraft monster. So I think a GUG is also like a weird kind of vaguely Freudian kind of creation of Lovecraft's. So yeah. But yeah, as far as I know, that's all there is to it.
Okay, thank you. Because this was pretty weird. Like the chat was just GUG.
Yeah, it's still been much GUG.
Okay, yeah. Half of the stream chat is indeed GUG posting. Okay, I think some of them can hear us at least, so you can get your kiss off.
Yeah, I have no way of actually asking people if they can hear me, because even the chat doesn't work. Thanks, Steam. Wait, actually, I can ask.
Oh yeah, he's gonna ask in the Discord if anyone can still hear us.
Yeah, because it's very difficult to get chat working. So I understand that Valve has difficulties with having a chat system.
Yep, it's difficult.
Oh yeah, someone found the wiki link.
Thanks, Patasav.
Yes. So now we're waiting for Discord to load. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience of loading for stuff, waiting for stuff. Yes.
I mean, I think at least some people can hear us.
Probably.
Because, like, they're posting things.
Well, the most is just posting GUG. But yeah, I guess so.
Okay. He's asking.
Okay, at least some people can see the stream.
Yes.
So the problem's probably not on our end. It's probably on
Steam.
on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks Steam.
Well, I'm gonna take off my jacket.
So there's that.
Yeah. When you're writing your fanfic, be sure to include this moment. Yep. When the young air sailor took off their deck coat.
Woohoo. Well, I will also take off mine because, oh god, it's hot.
It's so hot, and I'm gonna hold up another key because I spent ages writing all of these out.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so the O's with a line right through them are zeros. Oh, Captain, you look so dashing.
Yeah, apparently lots of people are just having problem with the Steam stream, so I'm sorry about that, but it will be on YouTube. Yes, so yes, here is a key from the depths. It's another game by some friends of mine.
Good game.
It's a game where you build water ships mostly, but other vehicles as well, again out of blocks, and you can murder each other with them. Yes, so if you would like this game, just copy that Steam key and you can have it unless someone else already had it, then you can't. Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, gonna leave this one up for a while because it's still loading for lots of people.
Yup.
And then in a second, I'm gonna ask more questions. Is that good?
Yes, that's good. I'm just gonna repeatedly hit my own browser in the hope that I can actually see us again.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we can't see us.
Yeah, we're very vain creatures, so we'd like to...
We're not vain, we're just beautiful.
That's true.
Also, you should drink from your mug.
Oh yeah, I have a mug. The mug is quite entertaining. So here's a mug. Well, it's a tankard actually. It's a tankard. It's a authentic tankard made by some random British company, Wentworth of Sheffield.
Oh yes.
Like the hundreds of years old tankard company made out of pewter and all that stuff. Yes. And apparently most people can't see the stream, so we're just gonna try and restart it. Woohoo!
Gonna keep this up. We're pressing buttons.
Yeah, we are probably back.
It's loading for us.
Yeah, it's loading for us. Who knows? You know what then the issue is. Yeah, I think next time we'll use something else.
Twitch probably.
Yeah. Or
Semaphore.
Trained squirrels.
Yep.
No, well, it's just repeatedly flashing. Oh, there we are. Hey, it works again. We see us. We lost like half our viewers. Yay!
Oh man.
Thanks, Steam.
Okay, so in case you missed it, here is a From the Depths key.
Yes.
It is a fun, watery vehicle builder and fighting thing.
Yes. So yeah, we'll totally use a different platform next time.
Yep.
We'll use a different platform next time, and then we'll just play back a recorded version on there because that works way better.
Yep. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up for a little bit longer, but my arms hurt, so...
Yeah, I think it's gone now. Yeah, you can stop.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Shall I continue with my interview?
Well, I'll tell people about the mug, tankard.
Do your thing.
Yes, so this is a tankard, as you can maybe see if I move it close enough. It's got the airship's logo on it, which is kind of cool. And the reason why it looks like this is a genuine airship accident, in the sense that, what was that, 2 years ago, we went to Gamescom in Cologne, and we flew there, and we, the airline lost our luggage. All our luggage, which meant that we were in Cologne with like a laptop and the trousers on our bodies and not much else, which meant like the day before we were just going to kind of, get settled in, we instead ran around screaming, buying hardware, buying clothes and all of that to have at least a minimum amount of stuff to show off to people. And then we had an endless saga of like 2 months until they actually brought us back our luggage. We finally got back. The tankard, which had previously been in nice shape, was now this shape. Thanks. So you can totally get one of those if you want, but because it is actually kind of a semi-handmade pewter tankard, it's like £50. So it's not really suitable as merch, I don't think. So if you want to give me 50 British pounds, which I guess is like $5 by now. No, it's not. It's like $60, 70. Then you can have one of those, and that's like cost price. But yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to put some rum into that and drink from it.
Yes. Toast to your birthday.
Yes, yes. Happy birthday to me! Woo!
Pants and a laptop is all you need to make it in the world. This is true, but we also needed like underwear.
Flyers would have been nice.
Yes, all our cool merch.
Merch, yeah, we had stuff in there.
Yeah, stickers. We had this map.
Yeah, we had all of these things.
But that was actually a fun Gamescom anyway.
It was a fun Gamescom anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Gamescom as an exhibitor is entertaining. It's just a complete mutant other world, which you kind of spend 5 days in a day's repeatedly saying the same series of words to everyone over and over again. Airships is a blah 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 blah.
Don't, because I will just start off doing my spiel.
Yeah.
And if you've made bad game design decisions, you're doing all of this in a deck code.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you another question.
Please do.
Okay, right. You already talked about the water DLC, so I'm going to skip that one. Let's have one from Sensational TKO, who asked a lot of questions. I'm going to pick one. What is your favourite smell?
Ooh. My favourite smell. I mean, Ray will like this. I definitely like petrichor, which is the smell of the smell you get when it's raining, kind of from the earth. It's a kind of very nice earthy smell. So it's definitely a favourite.
Yes, I approve.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that.
Oh, that's actually kind of romantic because it's my middle name. Okay, one more. Oh no, I can have as many questions as
yes,
I like.
you can.
You can just push me overboard.
Yeah.
What is your favourite airship?
Oh, I mean, what does that mean? Like in the game, fictionally speaking, or what? I think in a purely self-thingifying manner, my favorite airship is probably the HMS Sojourner, which is this the topic of the short story I wrote, which is basically about this experiment to make an airship with a really, really, really big suspending crystal they found. And they got it ready, and they charged it up, and then it just sort of, there was a loud bang, and it wasn't there anymore. And it's not entirely clear whether it A, exploded, or B, just shot up into like the stratosphere. It's B, by the way. Yeah, I actually, like, I'm you might have noticed this on the Discord and so on as well. I'm kind of annoyingly realism driven in some cases. Like I have this huge irritation for airships that use what's meant to be just like normal gas bags and are obviously far too heavy to fly, which is approximately 98% of all airships you see in pictures. So I think my favorite airships is pretty much any that can actually fly, damn it.
Yeah, fair. I'm going to pick a question from the chat just because I saw one just go by. Freedom Nugget 17 says, do you ever host online matches?
So yeah, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. There's you can do multiplayer in the game. There's multiplayer channel in the Discord. There's a lobby and so on. There'll also be a lot more multiplayer options in the coming update. We've also previously done a tournament, which was pretty fun. And I think we'll definitely want to do that again, probably when the big update is out.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was fun. That was cool. One more question?
Yeah, one more question. And let's throw more keys at people. Actually, we're getting to the end of the stream, so we can just fire off more keys.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, okay, just do a key first.
Right, I'm going to do a key. Airships?
Yeah.
Okay, here's an airships key for anyone who is in the stream and doesn't have the game yet. There's always this lag where I try and figure out if you can actually read this on the stream.
Yeah, so here's not the key for the game. The very game you're looking at right now, so you could get it.
It's a good game. It's made by this dude.
Yeah, it's certainly a good game. It's the best game. It's like, geometrically speaking, the optimal game.
It's definitely the best game he's ever made.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the biggest game he's ever made.
Yes, definitely that help. It's like 100,000 lines of code. Oh yeah, there's a question from Luna. Will I add more parts? Yes, over time. So it's this weird thing where adding more parts, adding more modules is actually relatively easy, but the more stuff I add, the more complicated the game gets and kind of the more overwhelming it gets for new players. So yes, of course, I could just make 100 new guns, you know, but then the new players will be like, oh god, why are there 100 guns? So I try to be a bit limited there and only add things when I think it's really a cool idea or where it adds a new dimension to the kind of the meta and so on. But yes, there will definitely be ongoing. There will new things are getting added. You can be sure of that.
New key?
Yeah, let's do another new key.
New key.
New key.
This one is from the depths again.
Woohoo! So here's the second from the depths key.
Woo! If I can actually hold it up.
Woo! Yes, Lissau asks, will there be an Asia server? That's a very good point. Yes, I will set up a server based in Singapore. So if you are in the Asia region, you'll be able to play the game with less lag. I think that's going to be quite good.
Yes.
It's always a bit of a balance in between, you know, having lots of servers to give people less lag and having fewer servers so people can actually find each other in multiplayer. Yeah, and I mean, I'm definitely hoping that with lots of new multiplayer features coming out with the update as well, there'll be
like diplomacy.
Yeah, like diplomacy. You can do quite complex things. Yeah, one cool thing which I think I haven't mentioned before. So here's a exciting preview for what the update will bring is ultimatums. So usually when you play, when you have diplomacy in a strategy game or something, right? The AI is kind of stupid at understanding what you want from it, or like, you know, you want to say to the AI, like, look,
cool. Someone's got the key.
Cool.
Thanks.
Look, AI, like I'm going to attack you if you don't do what I want, but you have no way of actually telling the AI this. And so the idea with ultimatums is that you can actually specifically say this. You can actually say, hey, I want you to do this, and otherwise this consequence will happen. And the AI can then understand this and actually make up its mind if it wants war, or if it wants to like give you tribute, or wants to like sign a research agreement, or give you some cash or something like that. And I think that will really help in kind of bridging that gap between kind of human and AI players, of being able to actually communicate more coherently. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that feature.
Stellar Commander's key, in case you're listening, not looking, and someone didn't already yoink it.
Yeah,
it's yoinked. Thank you.
Stellar Commanders, blushed up.
It is awesome
it's
if
everything.
You guys tell me when they're gone.
Yes. Everything's about blowing stuff up, let's be honest.
Everything that's fun.
Yes. Avorion!
Avorion!
Blowing stuff up in space with spaceships.
Yeah!
Woohoo!
So I'm going to ask you another question. My phone is kind of buried under keys, so I'm just going to try and remember what one. What is it? Somebody asked, what is it like for you to be in the community?
Yeah, that's kind of a complex one. I mean, I think it's generally nice. I'm kind of aware that I have this whole kind of position in the community.
It's yoinked.
Cool. I have this whole kind of position in the community where I want to talk to people, I want to be social with them, but I also have to kind of enforce rules of behavior and kind of be around for people as well. So I'm kind of trying to tread a good line in between being, nice and being helpful, but also having a bit of a distance to people. So, ultimately when I'm like, yeah, stop doing that, stop making racist jokes or something, I'll be like, no, don't do that. And people actually obey me. Haha. But yeah, in general, it's been really nice. And it is really motivational for me.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So here's a question from the chat.
Yoinked. Thank you.
Let's take a break with the keys.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good because, stress.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we can, we've been streaming for 55 minutes or 50 or something. We can overrun a little bit. Steam gets confused anyway and just made it for 1.5 hours instead of 1 hour because it doesn't obey us. So
Steam is just not good with anything that involves numbers or logic, I think.
Yeah, who needs that? Okay, so one question was, what's the story behind my programming career? When did I start? Why did I start, etc.? Why did I start? I don't really know. I like programming. I just enjoy it as an activity. I like sort of being able to create stuff that moves, it's like I also like writing or drawing and so on. But the cool thing about programming is that you're not just creating a static thing, you're creating an interactive thing, and I think that's a lot of depth in there. I mean, that's also why the games I tend to be very heavily mechanics based. I don't really understand why people want to make games that are just completely linear experiences. I mean, I don't want to say like, oh, these aren't real games or something like that. I mean, I play these games as well and I kind of enjoy them, but I feel like the whole point is that it's interactive, that you can have systems. Mm-hmm. But hey, in terms of my career, I went to university to study computer science, and then afterwards I spent a few years like doing fairly boring kind of software development stuff, and then eventually I was like, I'm bored, I'm gonna make games, and so I quit my job and started making games, and it went horribly wrong.
This is what you get when you stick it to the man.
Yeah, I started making games and I immediately started getting a really kind of bad chronic pain in my shoulder, which lasted for a few years, made me kind of unable to work. So I kind of clawed my way through that with benefits, with help from people and so on. And then did a whole bunch of kind of contract work to actually make some money, and then eventually started being able to do stuff again. And actually for years I worked on a completely different project called space exploration, which I eventually abandoned, and to work on airships instead. So there wasn't really that much of a plan to it at all. But I'm pretty happy where I am now.
Yeah. Aww. Just looking in the chat now. Someone says, your game brought me so much fun, I made my first mods on it. And that's really awesome.
Yes, thank you, Hakeem. Here's another question. What's my favorite AI airship I designed myself? Oh, God. It's a really good question. I would have to probably look through the backlog of things to give you an honest answer on that. I quite like the weird kind of fish-finned ray gun ones I made somewhat recently. I think they're quite weirdly kind of science fictional-esque. Another question, is airships esports ready? I don't know, you can play multiplayer. Does that mean it's esports ready? I think that means it's esports ready. God knows.
Do you have like weird polyester sports jerseys for players to wear?
Yeah. Can you play it while sitting on a chair that looks kind of like a race car? Yeah. Sure, you can do that. Sorry, I'm not really an esports person.
Oh, can you get an Airships branded hat that has cans of energy drink in it and the straws go into your mouth?
Not yet, but that's what I'll be working on next.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Ray.
On a hat, sorry.
Yes, it won't be energy drinks, it would just be rum.
That's it, I'm your new merch designer.
Yay!
Sorry, Captain, I think I've had a bit of the rum. Tell me what to do.
Well, there's another question. There's another thing here. So, Valtasov says it's the first game that they modded as well. And yeah, I mean, I got into game development because of modding. The first game I was kind of doing that with is Escape Velocity, which is an old kind of space fighting and trading game, which I played on the Mac way back like more than 20 years ago. And yeah, so you could kind of edit the data files and create mods for that as well, which I like doing. Yeah, and I totally want to do a tournament once the diplomacy stuff is there as well. Also because you'll also be able to do multiplayer fights, which are like 2 versus 2, so we can do kind of doubles, airship murdering and so on. So yeah. So other question, will airships conquer the skies, have a DLC? Probably. So I have this honorary thing where I like to say that they won't have downloadable content, it will have expansion packs. And the difference I like to make is that downloadable content just means extra graphics and data and so on. And expansion packs actually means new mechanics, new actual code and so on. So the idea is it's not just horse armor or whatever, you know, it's not just like some pretty new pictures or something. It's actually, you know, a lot deeper stuff. And yes, I want to do, as I said, 2 of those. One for water ships and one for heroes. But I absolutely refuse to be pinned down on when or even if those are going to happen, because I'm refusing to say when the diplomacy update will be done. So it will be after the diplomacy update.
In the future.
Yeah, I don't want to, like make promises which I have no idea if I can keep. But yeah, I would like to do those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's throw some more keys at people.
Cool. I have 3 Avorion keys and 1 from the Depths keys.
Well, let's start with the Avorion ones.
Yes. So this is Avorion. I
Whoa.
hope you can read this.
Yeah, it looks like it's in the right position.
Yep. And yeah, just for everyone in the stream, the O's with a cross across them are zeros.
Oh yeah, and also note that we actually have a bunch more keys than this. There's a bit of a limit to how many Ray managed to scroll on pieces of paper in like 10 minutes, and a limit to how many they want to hold up here as well. So I will do a key giveaway in the Discord channel probably tomorrow. So there will be some more keys.
Yay!
Cool.
Oh, it's yoinked.
It's yoinked.
Thank you.
Cool.
I got another Avorion one. Yeah. Do you like rabbits? This is
Do I like rabbits?
This
yes.
is a question from TKO.
Yes. My favorite animal in terms of like pets is totally cat. We should find some of the cats and put them in front of you. Let me do that.
Yeah, because I'm kind of wedged in here with like wires all over me. It's like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, be careful. You put them up in pieces of paper so people can copy paste them. But some people are good at typing.
Yeah.
Let me find you a cat.
Whoop. Yes, we will get the cat, and then I have 2 more keys. 1 Avorion, 1 from the Depths. But cat first. Oh, I hear him talking to a sleepy cat. A big sleepy cat is here.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So, yes.
This is one of our 2 ship's cats.
This is sinister.
Oh, baby, look at the people.
Yeah,
Put his mouth up.
let's
Sorry,
not
no.
torture the cat too much.
No, I just wanted to kind of lift him up a little bit again. Oh.
Yes. So this is Sinister. He's one of our two cats. He's the bigger one.
He's purring because he's annoyed. He's bad at error messages.
Yeah. He's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we've basically had him for about as long as the game's been in development, actually. So he's been definitely the ship's cat of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's a very chunky kitty.
He is a chunky boy.
Yeah, he's like, 7.5, 8 kilos?
Yeah.
That's like, what, 15 pounds?
Yep, 15 pounds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The thing is, he's called Sinister, but he's just the softest, biggest floof.
Yeah, he likes cuddles.
Yeah. Okay, baby. Oh, he doesn't like kisses, apparently.
Okay. Bye-bye. I'll see if I can find the other cat.
Yes! Will the cat be used as a symbol for error messages like the dog in Hearts of Iron? No, probably not. But I think, I was going to say something I don't know if I'm allowed to say because I don't know what's like common knowledge yet, so never mind. A second cat appears. So he is on the way in. This is Dexter. Hey, sweetheart. Boop. He weighs about 5 kilos, which I guess is like 10 pounds?
Mm-hmm, 10 pounds.
10 pounds, yeah. So we call him the small cat, but actually he's not really that small.
No. But yeah, they're brothers.
They're the same age. They're 2 out of 3 in Alyssa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cutie.
We will not eat the cat.
No. No, we have plenty of food here.
Yes. Yeah, the pandemic isn't going that badly.
Yeah. And you can see he's also a very sweet cat. No, it's not the same cat. This one is smaller.
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, sweetie. He's also he's also very cute, and he comes up in the morning for cuddles, and he likes to lie on the bed and like not necessarily cuddle us, just kind of hang out and be near us and be chill.
Yeah. Yeah. I did quite like being picked up because like when they want to leave, we actually let them leave. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think what Ray was going to allude to, which I will totally mention at this point, is that no, that's good.
Okay. Exclusive info here.
Exclusive info here. If and when I do the Heroes expansion, so one thing is that basically I want to have captains in for the airship, so you can like plop a captain into your airship, and it gives it some better stats and special abilities. And also want to have mascots.
Yes.
So you can have ship's cats.
Mm-hmm.
So you can also plop a mascot into your ship, and it will give it slightly improved morale.
Yes.
And well, okay, what are these mascots going to be? And so the obvious answer is I'm going to do the thing where people can have their cats or other pets in the game as mascots.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is basically I have to, see if my artist, Karina, hi Karina,
Hi Karina.
if you're watching this, wants to draw like a zillion pictures of cats or not. Otherwise, we'll see who wants to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the idea is that you basically pay for the cost of drawing the picture of the cat, and then you can have the cat in your game. And yeah, as someone points out, you can't have the cat die in battle, so I'm totally going to make it that pets are immortal because that would be too sad.
Well, cats land on their feet.
Yeah, captains can totally die in horrible, horrible ways. But pets, immortal. Totally immortal.
You just see them kind of running away from the ship as it crashes down.
Even if it's like a goldfish in like a tank, the tank just sort of falls down and bounces mysteriously. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, any kind of pet you have, squid.
Can you have a pet squid?
Yes. Not aware of that.
Can you have a pet squid?
Why not?
I'm just asking our housemate. She says, why not?
Yep.
So
We're going to put our housemates geckos in there as well because they're
yes.
cute.
They're so cute. They lick their own eyeballs.
Yeah. Goldfish DLC, yes, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, obviously the other thing which you can do, which is way less interesting, is that you can also send us a picture of your face and the requisite fee, and then you can be in there as like a captain.
Yeah.
But who cares about that? You can have pictures of your cat in the game.
Your cat is more important.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, you could have a fishbowl that has like suspendium in it. So that makes sense.
I like this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's do the final 2 keys.
Yep, I have 2 of these left. This is Avorion again. Building things in space.
Woohoo! Yes, building things in space. Get a key. Enjoy the game.
Repair squid.
Yes, again, please. Okay, apparently repair squid are a requirement now. I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea of like robotic repair squid. It would be cute.
Yes.
Difficult to animate, but cute.
I'm not sure if this is squid that repair things or us repairing the squid.
I think squid that repair things, but
Okay, cool. Thanks, Numa.
cool. So here's the final key. It's for From the Depths. Make watery things, split them up.
Yep. Basically, blow things up in all elements.
Okay.
What? This one is yoinked already? The From the Depths one?
Right, okay, fair
Okay,
enough.
cool.
Cool. Yeah, so here's another question from Hakeem. Why did I decide to make this game for such a unique community, and why did I do a more generic and popular game for a broad audience? I guess I mean why didn't I do?
Mm-hmm.
So when I talk to people about game development, I always say like, look, ideas are cheap. You should come up with lots of ideas, and you should really test them out first. You know, see like is there interest? Like post some mock-ups. You know, see if there's any interesting if there's any interest in the game. Apparently that one wasn't joined yet, so let's just put it back up.
Have at it.
Yes. And you know, then carefully design your game to just be really well defined and so on. And yeah, I did none of these things. It just was like, yeah, I want to make a game about blowing airships up, so I made a game about blowing airships up. And it wasn't really it wasn't really like carefully planned to be optimal in terms of the number of people who find it interesting and so on. But I think that's kind of what helped, because it's, you know, it is kind of a labor of love. It is kind of a game which I made because I wanted to make it and because I hadn't really seen anything like this, and I think people responded to that. So my experience when I show the game at events is that most people are like, this looks weird, this looks kind of complicated, but there's a minority of people who are like, oh, this is really cool, and that's good. You know, I'd much rather have a game that a few people think is really, well, enough people think is really cool than, you know, I don't think you will have fun or make any money making a really generic game, because there's lots of really generic games. I mean, you can go through like new releases on Steam. You have to click about 7 buttons and sign away your soul, and then you can see all the games that come up, and it's mostly, there's a lot of hentai puzzle games out there now apparently, and just stuff, and you're like, your game, even, you know, even if your game's you know, a bit better, if it doesn't stand out.
Can I? Sorry.
Yes.
I just want to add something to that, which is I don't really hang out on the Discord, but I do go to shows and tell people about the game. And I really love it. Like, sometimes someone comes over and you just see this light in their eyes and you're like, yeah, you're going to sit here for an hour just playing the game. And they do. Like, we had one guy at, I think, Gamescom one year who just played the game for 2 hours in our booth. And then at the end we were like, well, the show's over, we have to go to like a drinks thing, we're just going to pack up the stand around you.
Yes.
And it's just really awesome to meet people who really click with the game. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is obviously stealth announcement. The next game we're going to make is totally going to be a hentai puzzle game, obviously.
Out the airlock.
Will be hentai with airships.
You have squids, it's already a hentai.
I know. Yes, anyway, back on slightly serious topics, here was a question. What's my response to people saying your game is unbalanced? Usually my response these days is that I tell them to go on the balance channel on Discord, where they can start having fights with everyone else about balance. And then like wait for the fight to kind of subside, and if people come to a conclusion, then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll look into it. And if people can't make up their mind, then that means it's probably balanced and people just have different preferences. But yeah, I mean, balancing is super hard. I'm not saying the game is perfectly balanced. I'm, however, saying that apparently we didn't plug in this computer.
Oh. I told you it's like Ghost in the Shell. So many wires.
Yes. There we go. Yeah, so if someone says your game is unbalanced, I'm like, make the argument, give me the information. I'm very happy to listen and update things. I mean, I sometimes put stuff out that is completely unbalanced. I don't realize it. So, yeah. Here's another question. Will there be T0 Landship Lex? No, there will be not. Well, there will be in a way. There will be in a way if you are on the Discord and you've been following the beta stuff I've been putting up for resources and so on. Then you will see that there is in fact a way of making there will be a way of making landships at tier 0 with Lex. Will there be tier 0 landship wheels? Maybe. I would kind of like to give you the ability to make landships right from the start. But the question is like, well, steam engines are tier 1 tech. So how do you drive the wheels? So there's a bunch of options there, but I have to figure out what would be the most suitable. But yeah, it's a bit weird and annoying that at the moment you can build airships right away and you can't build landships.
I have a question. Will the tier 0 landship legs just be a bunch of air sailors getting out and walking?
That's an option. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the option I'm looking at are doing it so you basically have a hand cranked thing, exactly. Or that you have like animal power, like you put some, worm lizards in front of your ship and they draw it or something, like horse-drawn artillery or something. But honestly, both of these options seem so obviously terrible that why would you do that if you can make airships? Which brings you to another question that was, I think, further up, which is a perennial one about ground troops. So if you go on the website, there's actually a whole article I wrote about why there aren't ground troops. But the short version is why would you want ground troops when there are airships, right? They are so obviously weak. You're like in an environment where you have like giant tanks and you have flying ships. And then you've got to get some people, give them some rifles and tell them to walk towards the enemy. I mean, they're just...
Walk with our feet?
They'll just be turned into paste. So the idea is basically that before like Suspendium and kind of coal power and so on became a thing, yes, there were like armies, yes, there was like drawn artillery and so on. There's no horses in the game, it's all lizards. But that became completely obsolete. And the other reason why there's no land troops is that writing the AI for them would be really annoying. So I'm glad I can just skip that.
Yes.
Here's another question by Wolfser. Will towns be able to be specialized into airship production factories or turn towns into dedicated cities or something? Yes, short version. One of the things I want to do in the diplomacy update is that you can specialize towns and cities to increase production of certain things. Here's another question from Miowski. What do I think about parachutes for falling borders? Well, if you look at the law snippets, parachutes exist, but people don't trust them because they don't have suspendium in them. And Navy's like, nah, that'd be way too expensive. We can just get more sailors.
Do you know what the price of cloth is in this economy?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, in case, fun fact, by the way, in case the fact that all the names for airships, the default names, are awful, hasn't tipped you off to this, you're not playing the good guys. You're playing a bunch of people who want to like conquer the entire world violently. That's not the good guys. You're the bad guys. Yes.
Airships creator in controversial birthday stream revelation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being review bombed.
He said drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna have a look to see if there's any cool questions that I missed. Someone asks about lore. I think we've already talked about some lore.
Yeah,
Unless-
so, yeah. No, that's right. That's good.
Cool. Couple of people asked about future projects that aren't airships.
Yeah, so like the problem is, right, that I'm but one man and with one bot, and there's like a limited amount of time for me to work on stuff, which is annoying. I would love to just be 10 times faster. And so for me, a big problem is kind of what should I be working on? As I said, there's the diplomacy update. That's what I'm working on right now. That's definitely what I want to concentrate on. But then afterwards, I can kind of immediately start working on one of the expansions, or I could start working on a new project and actually have a prototype for, I think, a really cool project that I've been wanting to work on for years, and I would finally like to get started on that. And that project has nothing to do with airships. I don't want to spoil what it is just now, but it is still about tiny people running around and dying horribly, because that's kind of what all my games are about, ultimately.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Zarkonon game otherwise.
Yeah, basically. I haven't mentioned this to my therapist because, I want to remain free. But yeah, I think if you like airships, I think you'll like this one as well. It's also kind of a fun pop culture kind of, as I said, tiny people dying horribly thing. And so the big question is, what do I do first? And I kind of go back and forth with this a lot. At the moment, I'm thinking I will maybe do a thing where I finish up the diplomacy update, get started on a new project, and at some point I will take a break from the new project and do one of the expansions. And I might just like do a poll or something on which expansion to do first, because I honestly can't make up my mind. And apart from that, I will definitely continue doing jam games occasionally and things like that. So you can also go on Zarkon.io. No, apparently can't do chat. 1 moment.
Yep, we're not allowed chat.
Yeah, we've been bad.
Yeah. So he's just writing it in like a thing on the stream. Yeah, if you want more games from yours truly, there should be a link in a moment turning up to Zarkon.io. There you can see all of my smaller project, jam games, experimental games, weird stuff. Like there's Haunted Sex Dice. Oh, I love that
Haunted Sex Dice.
Yes.
And all kinds of things. There's a weird Star Trek parody game where you wake up hungover and almost all roads lead to horrible death. So if you want to entertain yourself a bit, you can go there. Right, I think we're kind of nearing the end of the stream. I guess we're just doing this for 1.5 hours instead of 1 hour because Steam told us to do it, and obviously we're very obedient or something.
You are a very obedient person, yes.
Yeah, I'm well known for my incredible respect for authority.
That's what I think of when I think about Zarkonon, just... Yeah.
Strict authoritarian, yeah.
Yeah, he loves to obey.
Yes, yes.
He doesn't really question orders.
No. I never wonder, does this person deserve the authority with which they speak?
No, I mean...
the things that they're saying sensible? No, I'm just like, yabble. Yeah.
I need a drink after that. Oh, yeah. Enjoy alcohol responsibly?
Yes, enjoy alcohol responsibly. Do drugs. I'm really sorry, I'm just trolling here. I'm just like, I have no idea what you're allowed to say on this chat.
Enjoy responsibility alcoholically.
Yes. Yes, someone found Sexy Atomic Mermaid Magnetic Hammer Queen Zork Zorksa. It's a game. It's a game where you play the Sexy Atomic Mermaid Magnetic Hammer Queen Zork Zorksa. It's actually, for a game that I made in, I think, about 2 hours, actually surprisingly fun to play. Yeah,
he made that in like 2 hours whilst running a jam site.
Yes. Warning, it has nipples. Ooh. Yes. This was this jam in Switzerland called Epic Game Jam, and there was like an achievement to get for having a really long name, and so I gave it a really long name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give the cats parachutes.
Yeah, it's just have a tiny animation of the cat kind of going. Fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Would be completely absurd, but it has a beauty to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it would be kind of cool if you could see the mascot in game. That's true.
Give the cats parachutes. The male fantasy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the chat. We're just reading out what it says on the chat.
We hear and obey.
Yes. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, audio viewers. Remember to check out the Discord. Remember to check out the other games. Remember to wash your hands.
Oh God, yes. And don't touch your face.
And yeah, this was fun.
Yes.
Yes, and see you on Discord.
Happy birthday, Zarkana!
Woo! Let's find some dinner.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea after drinking all that rum.
Wee. Yes.
Whee!
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Yes, I have a bunch of ideas. So one more question. Do I have any idea on how sea ships can work in the future of Radius and Water Update? Yes. And that's it. Thank you very much.
How do we turn this thing off?
We press this button.